In a peaceful Yoruba village named Hayidun, there lived a great warrior named Ogundehinde. Known for his bravery and strength, he was the village's protector. The village of Hayidun was thriving, with lush fields and happy people. Ogundehinde trained the young warriors daily, preparing them for any threats. One day, a traveler arrived with news of a powerful enemy approaching, aiming to enslave the villagers and take over their land. Ogundehinde gathered the villagers and explained the imminent threat. He assured them that he would do everything to protect their home. The enemy, led by a fierce warlord, was seen marching towards Hayidun. Ogundehinde rallied his warriors and prepared for the fight. Ogundehinde and his closest allies devised a plan to defend the village and prevent the enemy from taking over. The enemy forces arrived at the village gates. Ogundehinde led his warriors into battle, fighting fiercely to repel the invaders. Despite their efforts, the enemy's numbers overwhelmed the villagers. Ogundehinde realized they needed a new plan to save their people. Ogundehinde decided to confront the enemy warlord directly, hoping to negotiate the release of his people. Ogundehinde approached the enemy camp and demanded to speak with the warlord, offering himself in exchange for his people's safety. The warlord, impressed by Ogundehinde's bravery, agreed to his terms but demanded that Ogundehinde fight him in single combat. Ogundehinde and the warlord faced off in a tense and brutal duel, each fighting with all their might. The duel raged on, with both fighters sustaining injuries but refusing to give up. Despite his wounds, Ogundehinde managed to overpower the warlord, pinning him to the ground. Instead of killing the warlord, Ogundehinde chose to spare his life, demanding that his people be freed. Impressed by Ogundehinde's honor, the warlord agreed to his terms and ordered his troops to retreat. The villagers watched as the enemy retreated, overjoyed and relieved. They rushed to Ogundehinde, praising his bravery. Ogundehinde's injuries were severe. The village healer rushed to tend to him, but it was clear he was gravely wounded. Gathered around him, Ogundehinde spoke to his people, urging them to remain united and strong even in his absence. Ogundehinde passed away, leaving his people heartbroken but inspired by his sacrifice and bravery. The villagers held a grand funeral for Ogundehinde, honoring his sacrifice and bravery with songs, dances, and stories. Ogundehinde's eldest son, Adetokonba, stepped up to lead the village, determined to honor his father's legacy. Adetokonba led the villagers in strengthening their defenses, ensuring they were prepared for any future threats. The villagers, inspired by Ogundehinde's sacrifice, worked together more closely than ever before. Adetokonba and the villagers frequently held ceremonies to remember Ogundehinde and his heroic deeds. Adetokonba ensured that Ogundehinde's story was taught to the children, instilling in them the values of bravery and sacrifice. His spirit continued to guide and protect the village for generations to come. Ogundehinde's story reminds us all of the power of bravery and sacrifice. Though he gave his life, his spirit lives on, eternally watching over and inspiring his people. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the story. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something along the way. If you did, please leave a comment, like, share, and follow my page to see more content like this and help us grow. Your support means everything to us. Thank you.